Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. So today we'll be talking about the Marvel Legends The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's Rocket Raccoon. So here we have Rocket in the windowless packaging for Marvel Legends. So at the front here we get the movie logo for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And at the top we get the team logo itself. At this side we get an image of the Cosmo Build-A-Figure as well as the list of the figures for this wave. At this side we get this nice artwork of Rocket Raccoon. And at the back we get this nice digital render of the figure and all the accessories that he comes with. Alright, let's get Rocket Raccoon out of the packaging. So here we have Rocket Raccoon. So this review might contain spoilers for the movie, so spoiler warning for those who haven't seen the movie yet. But if you haven't seen the movie yet, what are you waiting for? Now before we talk about the figure itself, let's go over the accessories. Besides the Build-A-Figure piece, we don't get a lot of accessories for Rocket Raccoon except for his laser cannon here, which looks good, I guess. I think this is sculpted really well. But I do wish the details were painted in properly, instead of what we get here, which is just all black. And another thing, this gun here is not really movie accurate, so it did appear in the first film, but it looks a lot different from what we get in Volume 3. But it is better than nothing, and I do really like seeing Rocket with a big gun in his hand. And I do wish we got more accessories like a pair of blasters and maybe even some alternate hands. And looking at the figure itself, so starting with the head sculpt, I think this looks really good. I think this piece is very movie accurate for Rocket Raccoon. I did see some other collectors where their Rocket's eyes were a little bit funny looking. They're either looking cock-eyed or painted weirdly. So I think for mine here, they look good and they're looking straight ahead. I also never had the chance to get all those Marvel Legends Rocket figures in the past, so I do have this Hasbro basic one. It's not Marvel Legends, so I'm really pleased with what I have here now. And I also want to point out that the mouth here is articulated, so you can open it up, so that's really cool. And looking at the rest of the figure, so for a small figure, I think this looks really good. So when it was first revealed that the Guardians will be getting their uniforms, I was really excited for Star-Lord and Rocket in particular. So in Endgame, we get sort of a classic outfit for Rocket there with the same red and blue theme here, and the goggles, which add a lot of awesomeness to that look. So having the actual Guardians uniform for him now is very, very cool. And I think the figure here does a lot of justice for that. I do wish he still had the goggles on and a scarf, but I'm not too bummed about that. So I really love what I'm seeing here. Anyway, I like the flat blue that we get here. I think having a flat blue makes all the other details here, like the wrinkling, pop out even more. And again, we get some nice gold here, like with the other Guardians figures that we have. We also get the same movable belt with a nice gray paint app, so that's good. And looking at the back, the tail looks really cool. I like all the sculpted fur details that we get here. And the brown looks very raccoon accurate in my opinion, so that's awesome. Legs and boots also look great. So overall, I think the sculpt and paint apps on this figure are amazing. Now let's go over the articulation for Rocket Raccoon. So the head here is just on a ball peg, so the neck articulation is going to be quite limited. So Rocket can look up only that far, not so much downwards. His head does rotate. You do get a little bit of neck pivot, but only that much. His mouth opens and closes, that's awesome. His arms move upward only that far, so it's a bit less than 90 degrees, but it still looks good. And you can bend them down all the way as well. His shoulders do rotate 360. We don't get any bicep swivel, but we do get rotation here. Single jointed elbows. His wrists do rotate, so his left wrist moves up and down, while the other wrist can hinge sideways. He has a diaphragm pivot that allows him to move sideways, bend forward, backwards, and rotate side to side. His tail rotates 360 and it also has a hinge there, so that's awesome. His legs can kick forward that far and quite a bit backwards, so that looks awesome. His hips move outward very far as well, so that's great. He has an upper thigh cut. Single jointed knees that also have rotation here. His ankles move up and down, and he has ankle pivot as well. Now for some figure comparisons, here's Rocket Raccoon. With all the Guardians figures that I have, we have the Volume 3 Star-Lord, Mantis, and Nebula. And since she has no Volume 3 figure yet, we also have the Volume 2 Gamora here. I already have the Deluxe Groot, but I am still waiting for my Drax to arrive in the mail, and I want to review that one first next. And seeing Rocket together with some of the other Guardians here makes me super excited to have them all together in one frame. I think that would look really cool. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's Rocket Raccoon. So despite the lack of accessories, I think this figure has awesome sculpt, awesome paint apps, and surprisingly good articulation. So yeah, I love this figure. And if you're wondering where I got this figure, so I got this figure from Rael Toys and Collectibles. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you still haven't, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.